Hello everyone, Simidad here. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's had a good week, good day so far. Whatever you've been up to, I hope it's been fun. We are picking up back on the farm, Alma, Missouri. We got interrupted Tuesday night, I think it was. Midstream, my son came and told me he'd thrown up everywhere, so ended up having to cut the stream early. Didn't get a load of things done. Realised I'd messed a load of things up because I'd started planting a field out, and obviously had to end up saving and quitting the game much sooner than I'd anticipated. And when I got back on the next day to try and finish some bits up, I had forgot that I started planting wheat. So I slept forward the time, but it was month end. So half of the field, or basically it was stripy. So I did put some pictures in the Discord. It was stripy, so where I'd started, or the bits of field that I'd seeded, I'd started growing. And then the bits that I hadn't seeded were growing weeds. So, and then I realised the field needed ploughing anyway. I didn't particularly want to have half of the field done one day and half the field done the next day or the next month. So I decided to lease a plough and plough the whole field in. Which I did. And then in doing that, realised that the field actually needed liming as well, so been a little bit of a spensy in between stream. We had to lease that plough to get the field ploughed under. The John Deere air cart seeder, we traded that in for the case one because I was having some issues with the John Deere one in that it was very skiddy, and also when I was setting out for GPS, it was leaving like a thin strip between lines. So I traded that in to get the case one instead, just because I think that was slightly better. Did a contract as well for seeding on the other field. That paid 41,000 quid, dollars, whatever. Hang on. Just realised this tractor hasn't got GPS, and that does not fly well for me. So yeah, tonight's episode, we are trying to get this field prep done, and then we want to get the corn harvest started. Ironically, when I was streaming on Tuesday, Scruffy was on, throwing a bit of gentle shade my way with my love of getting a loan. And I sort of said to him, so far we were debt free. You hadn't got a loan, not through not needing one, but just, well, we didn't really need one. It wasn't that I was against getting a loan. It was just we hadn't needed one. So yeah, we may possibly need to get one today because we need to, with buying the with harvesting the corn, we need to buy the production for corn, and that's 100,000. So we do have 100,000, but that would only leave us with 12, just over 12,000. Do have some flour ready that we can sell, but it's only 2 pallets, so the chances of that being very much at all is going to be slim and none. The cows are bedding in nicely. I also forgot to say as well, let's go and run over and have a look at those quick. Where are we? Cows. So got the on the last episode, or last stream rather, I picked up, I think it was 18 cows, and looking at the food, we were only needing about 90,000 litres of food a year, which I had way more than that available. So I picked up another 18 cows, but I went for the Lamoussons this time. Personally, I don't think it makes any difference in return, but I just wanted it to be a slightly different herd, like, so there was a bit of a mix. The Angus cows, the black ones, they are in calf already, so we will get some calves. What I was thinking about the calves is probably will keep the calves, and I don't know if we'll raise them on to full, because I think around 28 months, 29 months seems to be the best time to sell them, the cows, when they've sort of done. So I don't know if we'll keep them all that time, whether we will, but we'll keep buying in between. But otherwise, what I thought maybe we'd do is keep the cows, raise them on, keep the calves rather, raise them on to sort of maybe about 10 or 12 months thereabouts. Yeah, raise them on to about 10 or 12 months and sell them then. They're worth a bit less, but obviously we'll have, well, it's not like we'll have bought them, you know. So yeah, we're going to line this up, and then we can plant it with our wheat then. What my sort of plan is, need to look into it a bit more, but my plan is to maybe next season, I think there's a way that I can double crop, do sort of back-to-back crops. So I was looking at the growth charts, and I think I can do rye back-to-back with soybeans. So I might try and do that next season. We've missed a chance for it now because you need to plant the rye in September to be able to harvest it in time to then plant the soybeans to harvest the same year. That's why I'm doing this now rather than harvesting straight away, because I really need to get this in the ground. Like ASAP to be able to get it off early enough to plant the rye. It's nearly the weekend. My two of my kids finished school today. It was the last day of term today. And then my oldest finishes tomorrow. Although I'm pretty sure just now when I went to say goodnight to him, he was doing his level best at trying to convince me to not make him go to school tomorrow. What I'm going to try and do is carry 2 of these down. I don't know if it'll work because they'll be quite heavy. These are from a mod. These are exactly the same price as buying the 1,000-litre bags from the store. But they come in, these lime ones, they come in 8,000-litre capacity. Like I said, it's not cheaty in the sense of, like, it's not cheaper. Exactly the same cost as buying 8,000 litres of 1,000-litre bags, but they are bigger bags, which is handier. We'll load up. Gonna have wheat going on here. Just driving on that freshly ploughed field. I'm very hopeful that I don't need to, because I've got a direct drill, I'm hoping I won't need to cultivate this first. Really? We've got another 4,000 litres in here, should we need it. I don't think we will, but keep it there just in case, because we've got probably another 2 rows and a couple of little clean-up, patch-up bits to do. It's been really warm where I am today, so yeah, just been trying to survive. Had both fans on today in the office to work. What I did realise as well, rookie mistake, is this field needed liming and ploughing before we sowed grass in it. So we didn't do that. And I don't think, now the grass is growing, I don't think it's going to make any difference if I lime it now. So what we'll probably have to do during the winter is probably plough it up and lime it and stuff. I did say it'd been a while since I played Farm Sim, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, all in all, it's going alright on the map. I'm enjoying playing it. There's not been too many issues. One of the things that is a minor annoyance is when it rains, there's quite a lot of surface water in parts. I think that's just down to the terrain. But it's not, you know, so far I think since I've been playing, I think it's rained once, so it's not the end of the world by any stretch. Right, this has got a variable width on it. So we might, just to try and save... It's probably too narrow. Still too narrow. It's by 36. If we shift that over a little bit. GPS. There we go. Just saves us a little bit of line. Because we're not using precision farming on here. Maybe we should have, but... Stop there. Let's open up the back. Go and grab the big bags. We're not using this spreader. I bought this spreader. I think it was like 20,000 or something. We're not using the spreader for fertilizer. It's only for lime, because the planter for corn and cedar both have fertilizer tanks in them. Although that being said, may need to use it for fertilizer if we need to do a second run, because we're not using precision farming. Because we're not using precision farming, it's not it's not automatically saving the line when you get to the bits that don't need to be done. So it might actually be worth getting precision farming on. So we'll go and pick off the few bits that we missed. Need to be a little bit cautious because it will just run. If I just switch this on now, it will just run through, regardless of the fact that we've done these areas already. It would just run through whatever was in the hopper. I may look to put precision farming on for next time. I don't know what effect that has because I've started the game already. I think it should be fine. You've got enough in here just to tuck off this last little bit. Good timing. Even insert, how's things? All good, man, all good. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you are having a good day. Are you a bit less aching now? You're a couple of days being back in the on the brushes, or? we're just correcting our mistakes from, well, not mistakes. When I streamed the other night, I had to cut it short because the lad was throwing up. I started seeding this field, obviously slept the next day, or slept forward to the next day because it was late anyway. And then forgot that it was the last day of the month, so the lines that I put in already started growing, and then I had lines of weeds in, so I ended up ploughing it under and realised it needed lime as well, so that's what we're doing at the moment, and then we're going to do this corn harvest after. And ironically, I was saying earlier that when you were on the stream the other night, I said that we hadn't yet taken any loans, which is still true. We haven't yet taken any loans. However, this evening we may need to take a loan because I need to buy the corn dryer, and I don't have enough to purchase it right now. So that was not that that was ever a goal of this stream. This was more about sort of getting back into farm sim and playing a map I hadn't played, but that mantle of I haven't taken any loans yet is probably going to go out the window today. So but if I do, it'd probably only be a small one, just for whatever the cost. Yeah, I'll probably only get a small one just to cover the cost of the grain, the corn dryer. I could say me or Lynn have never done that on the MP server. It was off, got rained off today. Oh, nice. So, did you have a good day off? Whatever you got up to? All we need is a bag of seeds, bag of fertilizer. We're gonna have to do it one at a time because come on. Gonna have to do it one at a time. So it's taking all of that. Don't actually know how much this takes. I didn't do much. It's too wet to do anything. Hasn't stopped raining. This is the current version of Pro Mods not compatible with the current version of ETS. It's really funny actually that it's been raining there because it's been absolutely baking hot today over here. And we're not that far away from you. I think it was 28 when I went out to get the wife from work. There's a new version of Pro Mods, but you need to have all the DLCs for it. I think it's like version 2.70 or something. I mean that's put. Oh, tapped the wrong button. Put the pipe away. Is that full? It's not full, but it's full enough. Let's roll. So yeah, we're going to be chucking wheat in. Yeah, it's, I'm pretty sure it's like 2.7 or something like that they're on now. Right, I'm going to do the, what seed are we on first? We need, wheat. I'm going to do the, Midlands first. That's a little unorthodox. Yeah, I just purchased it, but saying incompatible on the mod manager. Hang on a sec. My version that I've got is, let's check. Yeah, the latest version of ProMods is version 2.70. I think it was 2.60 before that. So if you haven't got 2.60, it won't be compatible with the newest version. Oh yeah, I'm going to do the headlands first anyway, which is somewhat unorthodox. I prefer to do the headlands last with seeding, but I'm going to do them first because I want the space to be able to turn around come doing the rows. It shouldn't take us too long. This big old cedar. Do you need the West Balkans DLC? Yes, you do. When the West Balkans came out, originally didn't need it because they weren't sure what they were doing with it. But since the newest version, which is 2.70, it's a requirement. Which was the same problem I had because I didn't have it either. Gotta ask the wife now. Don't forget to check if it's in a pack, because if it's in a pack and you've got the rest of them, you can get like 10% off or something. So we're going to do 2 headlands just because that'll give us enough space to turn around when it comes to doing the middle. We're not going to bother with rolling because it really, in my opinion, doesn't give very much in the way of like boost on the yield bonus. I think it's like 2% or something, so we're not going to bother with that. Yeah, it shouldn't take us too long to get this field done. It's not small. We've got a good yield off it. I think we had like 40,000 litres of wheat off it. but it's also not. It's not that big that it's going to take forever with something of this size. See, when we've done it, it's going to look a little bit patchy because we have done some of the some of it's already double fertilized, so it's not taking any extra fertilizer on. But yeah, we'll we'll do 2 headlands just because that'll give a decent amount of space to turn around with this contraption. I do enjoy an air cart because it's quite convenient having such a big capacity plus the size of the actual seed bar, but it is a sort of cumbersome thing to lug around. Probably got way too much seed and fertilizer in here. Did buy quite a lot, but will do us for a couple of goes. You back out on the trucks next week, Scruff, or? Or you won't know yet. Right, so that's the 2 headlands nearly done. That should give us plenty of turning space. Let's sort this out. So. I just purchased it, and sweet. Yeah, I think that's me back out for the next 4 weeks. Could have been back in this week, but was told on Monday nobody was off the rest of the week. Then Wednesday morning she texted to say, am I free? But by that stage I'd already agreed to painting works, didn't want to get up and leave. That's fair enough, because the thing is, I mean, I know you've been out on the trucks pretty consistently, sort of, for a while now, but You don't want to sort of, what's the best phrase, piss anyone off with the painting, just in case you need to fall back on that for a week when there's no tracking work, right? Can you sign that permanent contract coming, or is it still just a waiting game? I mean, the fact they keep giving you sort of good runs out on the track, they're obviously liking what you're doing for them, so. It's good to have the painting work to fall back on. The boys have been saying they're hearing whispers of trucks coming over from Wales for us. We do need another 2 or 3 units on the road. Fair, man, fair. Well, fingers crossed if they do come over there, one of them comes your way. I could leave and get full-time work elsewhere, but it would be nowhere near the same money or easy workload as I have here. That's sometimes it's got to weigh up whether it's worth upsetting the status quo, innit? Because it's not that often that you haven't got a load. And if you can sort of cover yourself off with the tracking work plus falling back on the painting, then it's a no-brainer to me. Yeah, so far this aircart seeder is working much better than the John Deere one I'd picked. It's just a bad mod, to be honest. It was from King Mods. I think this one's from King Mods as well, if I remember. But it's much more stable than the John Deere one. The John Deere one, you'd slide everywhere. Plus, it was leaving like a really thin strip between rows. So it would have been a lot of work to go back and sort of cover them off. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. That's something similar to the one we used. Yeah, I think the one we used on multiplayer was slightly smaller than this one, but it was a case one as well. Hi Jen, welcome. I hope you're well. How goes the download of the hater build? Yeah, just fixing the mistake from when I had to end the stream early the other night from when the lad was thrown up. Well, we've still got to test it tomorrow, Scruffy, so I think it's probably going to be fixed, but we need to still need to do a proper test first. Did you see the Oaks should be dropping this weekend? Mr. F had a post on Facebook. I did see that, yes. I think it's releasing on itch.io this weekend, which will be good. When I was picking a map for this stream, sort of series or whatever we're calling it, it was between this and the Oaks, and the only reason I didn't go for the Oaks was because the only reason I didn't do the Oaks was because when you started on New Farmer there, you had no equipment. Which I don't know if that was by design or by sort of oversight or what. But I just didn't have enough time to go through and set it all up properly and stuff. So the downloads are done. It was my old RAM that was the problem, so it stopped the download last week. No, that's fair enough. So fingers crossed. We'll get it tested tomorrow, and then you can join and enjoy the convoy properly on Sunday then. Without being without having to just sit on the sidelines and watch. Assuming you're free, of course. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what he's done with the Oaks, because I think it's going back to like a retro vibe from what I gather. Should imagine Mr. F will probably have a video come out about it, because I think he's got like an early access type thing. So depending on his back situation, because I know he put in his Discord that he's having issues with his back again. So depending if he's been able to sit down and have a look at it, I think we may end up seeing ditch. I think there's a strong potential that we could end up seeing a sort of first look type of app talk type of deal from Mr. F. I don't know for sure, but I think he's got a copy of it. Yeah, it should be free. Awesome. Yeah, I think I think Lynn's not going to be on Sunday because he's got a golf tournament that he's in. I think Wolf said he's not in either. Scruffy won't be on because he'll be out on the trucks. Because I had to cancel the truck to book job. It cost me over 12,000. Yeah, that's the downside when you cancel a job. What you can do is well, I would say it's a little bit cheaty, but it's not necessarily, because it's not your fault that it was crashing. You could reload like an old an auto save file from before you took the job, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. But yeah, when you cancel a job on American Truck Simulator, it's 12 grand fine. We'll try and join. We'll know tomorrow when the job sheet goes up. Cool. Yeah, it'd be good to have you, man. I know you've been busy with the trucks and stuff. That's all good. Hoping he does something like that on it. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if he will. I'm pretty sure he said he had access to it. Whether he will or not, because I know he said he'd been having problems with his back, and sitting at his desk and stuff was a struggle. So I can risk the money on the game, thankfully. Yeah. If it was 12 grand in real life, you might feel a little differently. Do your kids have last day of school today, Jen, or are they in tomorrow as well? I haven't got that money in real life. Yeah, me either. Sometimes I wish there was like an auto save on life so you could go back a little bit and undo like reckless purchases and stuff. Tomorrow they finish nice. Two finish today because there's an inset day tomorrow in their school, and then my oldest finishes tomorrow. Which I don't think he quite realises that his two younger ones have got a day off tomorrow, so I think, I feel a little aggrieved in the morning when he gets up and realises they haven't got to go to school. I'm pretty sure when I put him to bed earlier, he was trying to scam me for the day off tomorrow. He was like, "Oh, there was like hardly anyone in school today, and we didn't do any work because it was pointless, and there's going to be even less people in tomorrow." I was like, "Well, school's open, mate. You're going in." I mean, that's always my philosophy anyway, is if the school's open and they're not sick, they're going in. But especially when the 6 week holiday is rapidly upon us, you may as well eke every single day out of school time as you can. The thing is, it's not like he's going to have a hard day. He's going to just watch movies or play games or something. So it's, you know, it's not going to be a particularly taxing day for him. So I'm a 7-year-old today. He got in from school and he said, I said, "Oh, what did you do today?" And he said, "Oh, we watched Minions." It's like, "Oh, all right, yeah." So your kids finish at 1:30. Well, that's funny because I asked my son. I said to him, I said, you know, because in previous years they've done that there as well. They'd do like an early finish on the last day of term. So I said to him, I said, "Oh, have you got like an early finish?" And he said, "No, I don't think so. I think we're in all day." And they haven't texted out or emailed out or anything about it. So I assume he's in all day. He gets the bus back anyway, so if he's back early, he's back early. I won't see him for that long anyway, because he'll drop his stuff back and then he goes up to his mum's on the weekend. So he'll come back, drop his uniform and his bag and everything off, and then I won't see him because he'll get changed and go. Next year, actually, next school year is a pretty... well, actually, it'll be next calendar year as well, because it's in January. But in January, after Christmas, our youngest starts in nursery, so she'll be going to school 2.5 hours a day. Right. Just going to pick up those bits that we missed. Don't be concerned about the fact that the field is stripy. Where you can see the lighter stripes, that's where the previous line of seed had gone in with fertilizer. So they're not dark this time because they don't need any fertilizer, and the darker lines are where we've needed to fertilize this time round. Yeah, we're nearly done. We can get started on the corn harvest. But you've been fancy. No, this is what happened was when I finished the stream the other night, because obviously my lad was throwing up. I obviously done these strips, and I sort of started seeding the wheat in. And then when I got back on after the next day to try and sort of do some bits and prepare for the next stream, I forgot that I'd done that. Slept the day forward because it was quite late. It was like 8 PM or something. It was quite dark on the game. So I slept the day forward, but I forgot that it was the end of the month as well. So when I slept forward, obviously the bits I'd seeded, because it went to the next month, they grew. And the bits I hadn't, they just turned to weed. So I ended up having to just plough the whole lot back in, because I realised that it also needed ploughing and liming. And I didn't want to have like strips ready at different times, different months, so it was just a case of just having to do that instead. Right, let's go and get the wagon picked up. I'll put this out here. Ready. We'll also grab our truck out as well. Shit, where is the truck? Here. Get the hoppers opened. If I had more time, I would have set up an auto drive route and had helpers helping me. But as it stands, what I'm probably going to have to do is I'll just use the helpers to deliver it to where I need it to go. Hopefully we're not too wide to get out this way. Nope, we're all good. Let's do that. What we'll also need to do is and see how much the corn dryer is. So that's 100,000. So I'm going to cave in. We're going to get a little loan. Take a little 150,000 loan. That'll cover us for startup costs, because I don't know if we need to buy an amount of propane. Let's have a look, because it's a production. A corn dryer. Yeah, we need to get propane. Now, how do we get propane? A tank. Just takes diesel. That takes propane. That also takes propane. That does that. That's fine. So I think we'll just buy one of those. Maybe we'll lease it. Anyway, we'll worry about that after. Let's get cracking with the harvest. Just had to buy that first because we needed to, when we've got a full truckload, we'll want to send our worker off to be able to drop it off there, but not sell it. Right, this, it is unfolded. The yield on this, I don't know what it's going to be like. It's the yield bonus plus 23%, so not going to be great. But that's what was in when we got the farm. I also forgot that we had extended straw crops running. So yeah, we'll just sit back and get ourselves a harvest in. Yeah, if I'd have thought about it and had time, I would have set up a little auto drive route so that we could have had a worker on the auger wagon, and they could have dropped it off into the trailer, but as it stands, we're doing it all ourselves. Rusty, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, pets, and Scruffy. I hope you're well, sir. Hope you've had a good week so far. We are on the Alma Missouri. I can't remember the last stream we were on the Alma, but things are coming along nicely. We've got ourselves some cows now, some beef cows. We've just finished seeding the wheat field. We had to lime it at the beginning as well. We're just now getting started on our big corn harvest. We are getting some straw because I forgot that we were running extended straw, and I don't really think actually in hindsight it's worth it on corn, because I remember from when I was using it on another map before, it's actually really low. It was good until the temps hit 25 today and heading for 28 tomorrow. Bloody hate the heat. Yeah, that's what I was saying to Scruffy, because Scruffy was saying it's been raining all day where he is, and earlier on when I went to pick the wife up from work it was 28, so we've had blazing hot sunshine here all day, and yesterday, and tomorrow I think it's due as well. Probably be hammering it down by Saturday, when I might think there's a chance of firing up the barbecue. Just because it's been an absolutely abysmal year for weather. We haven't yet had one barbecue because the barbecue's not under like a cover, so you can't, generally don't cook on it. It's peeing it down to. You just want to take a real quick picture. Harvester. I hate it too, can't wait for the winter minus the snow. Trouble is with the temps above 20, all the rain does is increase the humidity, which makes it worse. I have a wedding on Saturday and it gives more rain. This is some summer, yeah. This is genuinely the worst summer that I can remember in my life. That's us on 80%. From memory, I think the auger wagon that we've got can take 2 harvester loads. I think the truck trailer can take takes 4 loads of the harvester. Which is just as well because we've filled that pretty quickly here. In the auger wagon. Can run it down this way. Let's get this under here. Just looking, I was thinking about the production. Oh, yeah, it takes 1.5 million litres of corn, so we're not going to run out of space. It looks like it's pretty much a 1-to-1 dried corn to, or corn to dried corn, just the addition of the need for purchasing propane. And then what I think we'll do then is gonna chuck it in for fine corn flour. When I checked, there was a sell point for fine corn flour, so let me just double check that again. I mean, I've already bought it now, so if we can sell the corn on its own dried, top price just under 1,800. What's the top price on corn then? So it's like double the price. Try it. Or a sort of half was tempted to do, because if I turn it into fine corn flour, it's top price just under 2,200. If I turn it into cornbread, I can get nearly 4,000. If I can turn it into sweet cornbread, I can get 5,800. So to do that, I'm probably going to need to buy the is there like a bakery or something? Probably. Let's have a little look. See. I just do the barbecue under that now. The foil keeps the rising heat off, and the hole lets the smoke / heat escape. I've used it for 3 years without issue. Nice. Is that like a kettle barbecue or something? It's a message. I just wonder if the message hasn't come through, perhaps. Yeah, there's a bakery there, so it might be that we end up buying the bakery at some point. The way it's going, we're probably looking at about 60,000 litres off this as well. Let's check. Oh yeah, the message doesn't show on my phone, on my PC for some reason. Yeah, the only thing we're doing that is turning it all into flour and getting the bakery and stuff, and just delaying the return of goods, which then makes cash flow an issue. I suppose we could keep that supplemented with harvesting contracts or fertilizing contracts, that kind of thing, or grass work. Yeah, I reckon we'll get about 60,000 litres off of here. It's that way up between do the productions, the payoff is much greater, there's a delay in receiving payment, or do you take the payoff now, ease up the cash flow? Hello folks, Sim back in the harvester seat. Yep, that's right, buddy. We've spent some time sorting out the cleaning up from the last episode where we had to finish early. But it's all good. We seeded the other field, limed it. It's all ploughed in. It's got wheat growing, or starting to grow, and we're just getting the corn harvesting. I was just talking about what to do on this map, because with the corn you can dry. I've just bought the corn dry. I'm going to do dried corn. But I was just wondering whether we've got the grey mill anyway. Can make fine corn flour, which sells pretty well. Or if you buy the bakery, there's some other stuff that you can make, but I just don't know what the recipes are for that to know whether it's worthwhile. But obviously it's just that delayed return of income. So what I might do is just have a little look on a private save, because when I run the series, evening Lynn, I'm off bud, catch you people later. Alright Scruff, thanks for stopping by man, appreciate you. I will catch you in the Discords. Yeah, usually when I do a series or a stream or anything on here, I've got a concurrent version of this save that I use for testing things out, so that I know sort of semi what I'm doing when it comes to live stream. What I may do is fire that save up and then buy the bakery on that save just to see what the recipes are like, because if it needs crazy amounts of stuff, then it's probably not worth. But if you start needing like sugar and milk and butter and eggs and all that stuff, then it's really probably not worthwhile. Probably just stick to turning it into corn flour. How was your day, Lynn? Hello, Will. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're well. Hope you're having or had a good day, whatever you've been up to. Then you're in horrible. How so, sir? How so? Official Santic. Hi, how's it going? It's going pretty good, man. Hope it's going well for you too. Been good to hear. I'll tell you later off stream. Yeah, fair enough, man. It's cool. I will chat after. Just got back from basketball. Nice. Was it like training or a match or? Really? It's 2 games. See, this just annoys me because you've got this trailer pack that can take is for grain. That's its like sole purpose is an auger wagon for grain, for corn and all of that stuff. And then with the weight turned on, you could only take like it'll only take like 45%. There's 2 games, we won both. Nice. Well done. Good. Fill this trailer up and then we'll go and dump it off into the semi-trailer. Did you play any sport growing up? Yeah, I played a bit of rugby when I was a child in school, and when I was a young adult, played a bit. Otherwise, other than PE in school, there was absolutely no sport going on other than the rugby. From memory, I think this trailer takes 4 loads of the harvester. Let's park this up here for a sec. Do nicely. We'll get back around the top and then we'll start cutting in. You're my favourite YouTuber right now. Well, I appreciate that, Will. It's much appreciated. Come back for that a little bit shortly. what do you like to do in your free time? The free time is very, very little, but mainly just game. Spend a lot of time with the kids and wife, and then a full-time job as well. So the free time that I do have is generally spent relaxing, either playing. Let me just set up the GPS on this. %. We should make it all the way down to the bottom on this. So let's do that. Yeah, so I just spend a lot of time with the family, and then any time that I'm not hanging out with the family or doing bits around the house or working is either playing a game or editing videos or recording videos or streaming. That's what I sort of do for fun and relax. What do I do for work? Just boring office work, just work in an office. Nothing major. What about you, Will? What do you do? Obviously you play basketball. Do you do anything else in your free time? We're just going to keep going here because I think we're online to clip a bit off down the bottom there, because the field's an odd shaped sort of field. Makes it for slightly difficult for harvesting. What I sort of briefly considered doing was buying this field. Next door and sort of merging it into one big field. We're going to take off one row, I think. Yeah, that is all. I like to hang out with the boys and mow lawns for money. Nice. Got to do what you got to do to make that money, yo. How old are the kids? So there's four of them, ranging from 14 to 2. And definitely the right thing to do was to turn off the swath dropping, because it's really the yield on corn swath drop is not that great. So swing around and position up for the back run, and then we'll need to unload. My dad's friend is a truck driver. Awesome. Let's grab the auger. What's the mod that you have on with the lines? That is GPS gen. So when you activate it, it keeps you in a perfectly straight line. You can still use it and turn the lines off. But you just set it up. So it's got a little pop-up menu. That's what this is. You set your tool width and the direction you want to go in, and then every time you're lined up, then you can activate the GPS and it'll keep you perfectly straight on that line. I'm definitely getting that as I'm like Jeremy Clarkson. Yeah, it's on the mod hub. It's pretty easy to use once you know how. And I find it really useful, and it's not, I don't find it cheaty because it's a real thing on tractors and harvesters and stuff. You can get GPS for real, so that's why I like to use it. Plus, it's kind of funny actually, because when I first started playing FS19, I was on console, and you can't get this mod on console, so I got pretty good at lining the lines up in accordance with the GPS and the map, and then got the PC, started playing on that, got this mod, and I'm like, nah, I'm just going to use this on every single save that I've ever had. So it's just far easier. And even more easier than that is I've got it mapped to the buttons on my mouse. So I've got a button for activating it and deactivating it. And a button for cruise control on the mouse as well. Find it far easier to do that. Yeah, it was like the night and day difference when I moved to PC in terms of mods and stuff, so. So yeah, I like now, let me line it up. So you see you've got the lines on the floor. The blue lines are the edge of the tool. The white line is the middle of your machinery. White is deactivated. If I'll tell you what I'll do is if I back up, I'll put myself off center. So I'll line my wheels up like that. Well, I won't do it actually. I'll line my wheels up like that. So I'll press the button. Green is activated, so that white line has gone green. And then if I just drive forward, I'm not doing anything with the steering. This is all done by the mod. It's lining itself up to the route, or to the GPS line. So all I'm doing now is just pressing the accelerator, and it will stay on that line until either you can steer out of it, if you like do a full lock on a wheel or full steer on a controller, or you can deactivate it and get out of it that way. Same age as my eldest daughter. I feel old now. Just so you are aware, Will, we are a adult channel in the sense of there might be profanities occasionally, so as long as your parents are cool with that. But I can't get it. I play Xbox. Oh yeah, that's where I started on the old Xbox. I had to get good at lining it up on the GPS on the bottom and trying to keep the wheels straight every time. The youngest is 15, so I feel even older. My youngest is 2, so I'm well in the mix still. Still in the zone of constant attention needed. So I've come to the end of my row now. So I'll deactivate the button, the GPS. Now this is me steering again. And then what I do is just line up the lines on the next row that I want to do, which is this one here. Position myself somewhat facing that way. Activate it and then just driving again. And the mod does the steering. The terrible 2s, don't miss them. Will, I gotta go enjoy the rest of the stream. Will, appreciate it, man. Well done on the 2 games. It's always good when you get the win. Yeah, take care, buddy, and we'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, they are terrible, Jen, as well. The other kids weren't too bad, but I love her to bits. But she has got the terriblest of 2s. Constant attention sounds like my daughter. She's 25. She a daddy's girl, Rusty. How long are you going to be streaming for? Not that much longer, I don't think. I'm hoping to get the corn harvest done and taken up to the dryer, so we've got a little bit to go. Not like tons. Got a bit over there. Bit down there, and we'll probably call it after that, because this is probably more of a continuation from the abandoned stream on Tuesday. So yeah, I reckon probably like another half an hour to 40 minutes or so, depending how quick we get it done. I'll be right back. Alright, sir, no worries. So yeah, once this is filled now, we are going to need to do a run up to the place, the corn dryer. Let's take this up to the old truck. I think this should take all of it. Pretty sure the trailer is 60,000 litres. Currently we're full up. 60,000 litres. Let's roll. Actually going to do as well is I want a tractor to meet us up there. Tractor. Because we'll need to lease a trailer to buy the propane. Pretty sure the truck hasn't got a regular trailer hookup, just the fifth wheel. So we'll drop this down here for a sec. Let me chuck this. Selling points. Am I missing something? Oh, vehicle shop, that's it. Shop collection point, drive. So he's going to go off, or she is going to go off and do its thing. Do you ever play Farm Sim with anyone? We used to have a multiplayer server. And Mr. Farquhar used to have a multiplayer server. But it didn't really get used a lot. so we sort of let them lapse. But it was quite fun to play, because one of the kids plays now and again. But his idea of playing together on a multiplayer server is he'll find like crazy mods and be flying around the map and stuff, and I'm trying to do some genuine farming. So yeah, I when you've got some people that want to actually do it, and they, you know, you work together as a team, and someone comes on and runs the cart or runs the truck or starts ploughing the field, or you have it or whatever, I quite enjoy that. But it's just finding time for everyone to get on at the same time, or people that want to get on regularly. What about you, Jen? Do you ever play with anyone? Whoa. Turns out the brakes aren't that good on this truck. For a little bit of off-roading. Go around the back here. No, I've never played Farm Sim with anyone. It's a good crack if you can get people that are sort of sensible and play sort of similarly to you, or, you know, they're not people that are gonna just do stupid things. Then it's all good. It's actually a good laugh as long as you can get a few people on the same time. Then yeah, it's a good crack. Cool. So that's dropped off. Just pull away from here. Any second now, I reckon our tractor's going to be coming along. Say that very optimistically. Is he stuck? Yep. It's not where I told you to go. Decided he's gonna get. Let's just watch him. Learn more about what my youngest has been doing during the week whilst playing FS22 with him than I do at any other time. It's good fun working as a team as well. Yeah, it's good fun. Like, we had a load of good times. Me and Lynn used to do multiplayer farming all the time. We had Mr. Farquhar had a Chilliwack 4X Chilliwack BC was the map, and well, probably between us, him and I probably put in hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours on that map. And it'd be a good crack if we could get on at the same time. And I do the hard. For example, like grass work is a godsend when you've got people, because I'd cut it and he'd come behind with the tedder, and then I'd row it, and then he'd bale it, and then I'd pick the bales up, or vice versa. And it's good, especially if you're on like a big map. It's always good to divide the labour. Then you just sort of have a little chat while you're doing it. Was it my kids, or the one who's interested in playing Farm Sim now and again? He is not interested in necessarily actually doing the farming side of it. He does it. He finds all the crazy mods like the Superman mod, and I mean, he hasn't played it for a while, but I'm sure he'd probably download all the crop duster planes and everything and the helicopters and stuff that you can find. All the stuff that's not actually relevant to farming. But it was all right because if you do it properly and you get like a dedicated server, the farm is running all the time. So what we used to do is have like a to-do list kind of thing. So even if there was times when, say, you were available but I wasn't, and you wanted to jump on and do stuff, there was always like a little to-do list of things to do. So that you know, we all had kind of like a common goal of where we were trying to get the farm to. Whilst he's doing that, I'm going to release the propane canister. Release that. It's not going to get very much use. Probably I'll just keep it up here at the shop. Probably I will take over from here. I think probably the hardest part of getting a community farm going is finding a map that everyone wants to play. Let's buy some propane. It's not too expensive. We spin around. We need to go in a bit closer. Trying to fill a tool. In the right place, right? That's definitely the main buy place. Come on. You let me fill you up. That's not the propane buy point then. Let me look. Have it listed. Oh, yeah, it does. Show current prices. Corn dryer. It's a sell point. It's a sell point. A buy-in point is there. Right, what I think I will do is I'll do some digging about that on the play it safe, because as far as I can see, I'll be back in a few. Got a shower. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. As far as I can tell, I think that's that makes the most sense. That's the propane buy point, but the trailer doesn't want to seem to trigger there. I don't know why that is. What if we tried different trailer? Got a different one, that big one. Although I suppose that big one's cheap enough to lease. That definitely takes propane. Well, hang on. If you've got to have the... Maybe you've got to open up the... So one of those trailers, you've got to open the tops. It doesn't look like it. Let me try this other trailer a sec. Nothing on there about I need in. Just lease that. I've got to go up early. Take care, everyone. Yeah, awesome, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Have a great day tomorrow. And I'll catch you, hopefully, to test the convoy. But otherwise, have a great day. And we will catch you on the next one. Maybe, just maybe, by the next one, I'll have figured out this propane situation. It's got to be that point. It makes no sense to me that it wouldn't be that point. It's the middle of the day, so I can't imagine it's like a time-limited thing. We'll try a different trailer. Let's open the tops. Yeah, I'll let you know, Jen. Yeah. I'm being an idiot and just missing something really obvious. Unless... It frustrates me when stuff doesn't go the way that you need it to. Let me try it with this other trailer a sec. Doesn't fill from there. what we're going to do is we're going to leave that for now. I'll have to do some digging about that. Because I want to get this harvest done. So we're going to leave, we've leased both of these trailers anyway, so we're going to leave them there. Because they aren't going to be getting used. They're not going to do us, it's not going to cost us any more to leave them there for now. And then I'll have to do some digging as to what's going on with those. Because I can't work it out. Cannot figure it out. Worst case scenario, if I can't get it to work, I'm sure there's a mod for like a propane buy point or something that I can add on. Or I may even, yeah, maybe able to just buy it straight from the. I can buy it straight from the thing. May not even be necessary to use the tank and do it that way, but I'll find out first, because obviously I've leased the equipment. Propane's more than I thought. I think it's like 3,600 per 1,000 litres. I guess that's probably not far off. Let's see if we can pack this away. I thought we'd probably end up with 60,000 litres, but we've already surpassed 60,000 because we just took 60,000 up to the grain mill. The corn dryer. So we may end up with closer to 75,000 maybe. Whip through this harvest, no trouble at all. Just thinking a little bit ahead of time, because we've only got well, the rest of October and then all of November, and we're into winter. Then what I'll probably do is, when it comes to winter, I don't know what this map is like. Some maps winter jobs built into them, so if this map doesn't, then we'll probably just skip through winter, because there won't be much to do other than just checking on the cows, making sure they're all good and everything like that. So as long as they're fine, then we'll probably just skip through winter, save streaming not a whole lot of anything. I'm not sure we get the whole field done tonight. Your stream may end up longer than expected. Yeah, I reckon so, mate. I want to get it done though, so I'll just stay until it's done. probably another. Wasn't what I used to do when I used to play FS19 is I used to purposely underfeed the animals in the run up to winter. Like on this now, I've got animals in there and I've stacked them up with like 60,000 litres of food, so that should keep them going for a little bit. But what I used to do on other maps that I played when I like solo play and stuff on FS19 is I'd deliberately not stack the food up in there, and so that would keep me going through winter. I'd have a little bit to do, like sort of, mock pretend, scoop the snow from the yard and spray it down with the road salt and stuff, and then I'd have the animals to sort of clean and muck out and feed, and that was how I kind of got through winter. But yeah, definitely can be slow if there's not much going on. But now I'm streaming it, there's never really going to be enough jobs to do in winter to make for a sort of 3-hour stream. It wouldn't be too bad if you were recording it, because it's obviously you could just sort of montage you just sort of feeding the way through winter. But you can't do that for 3 hours on a live stream. I think it probably makes most sense to just zip forward. I was saying earlier, I think the first lot of cows we bought, which the first 18 cows we bought, they're all actually in calf now. So we'll get some calves out of those. And then the second lot of 16 cows that we bought, they're not in calf yet, but they should be at the end of this month. And then what I'll probably do is, because we're doing beef cows, I'll probably sell the cows that I bought at about 28 months seems to be their best price. And then I will I think raise the calves up until about 12 months. Get a bit of income, sell the cows, use the money from the sale to buy new cows that are 18 months. And then the calves, I'll probably raise them up to about 12 months before I sell them. We should keep a steady income stream. I think the cows, even though they're still young and they're only just in calf, I think they're worth more now anyway than when I bought them. So I suppose the live stream version would be getting the Colossus harvester with the 250k storage, a 50k speed. That would speed it up somewhat, yeah. I will admit to using that Colossus harvester for root crops. I did use it on I did use that on Chilliwack as well, actually, on the multiplayer server. I kept it fairly sort of a reasonable level. I didn't opt for the super mega cheaty stuff, just like the color schemes and the customization options. But I do admit to using the Colossus root crop harvester. Son loves it for American maps. He just sets it running on course play if he's on his own. Runs a great kart himself. Nice. Can't fault him, mate. Don't mind a bit of course play and auto drive action if I'm on my own and we're on a big old American map. Stick the pipe out because we're nearly getting full. Go and grab the... Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. We've only got this little patch mainly to do, and there's that little bit down the bottom, but the bit down the bottom should just be all one pass. We're not wanting to fill here. Here we go. You been doing much farming or tracking or anything recently, Rusty, other than when you get roped in to help? Right, let's get this wrapped up. I was just trying to work out in my head how much propane we'd even need. It's 50 propane per cycle. Per cycle it processes 1,000 litres of corn. So I think we'd need less. We'd need like 1,000 litres basically. And that would be too much. I think at 50 litres per cycle, 1,000 litres would cover 2,000 cycles, which is that. Is that like 200,000 litres of. No mate, I did a little farming yesterday just to try out the new extended version of the old stream. Extended map, the Black Sheep modding is recently released. I like it a lot. Oh yeah, I saw that come out. I haven't looked at it. Is that the one that's set in France, or is that a different one? I think there's one that's got a very similar name. Have chat, but internet is acting foolish. It's all good, man. We I think maybe Germany, but it's definitely European though. I was I actually had a little look at an interesting looking map called maybe saying this wrong. Came out the other week, about a month ago maybe. Called Halig Petrus, and it's a European style map. I don't know if it's based on a real. I think it might be based on a real place, but we've got quite an interesting thing on there. There's 2 islands with a little causeway that runs between the 2, and it actually has a high and low tide. So that through certain times of the day, the tide will come up and block the causeway, so you can't travel between the 2 islands. And then it'll go back down again. I had a little poke around on there, and that was like a really nice little European map. Like small equipment, small farm. Yeah, I saw that with the tides and floods. Yeah, that's it. So it's the tides every day, twice a day, like normal. And then apparently once a year, the place it's based off of has quite a bad storm surge or something. So I think in October, the whole area is prone to flooding in the game, which I thought was quite a nice little interesting concept. By my reckoning, we've got 2 rows left to go. That's the 50% warning. Shit. Two rows is indeed what we had left. So I reckon we're probably about 82,000 litres, I reckon. No. 82,000. Maybe 87. Yeah, like I said earlier, what I'll do is I'll investigate the bakery after, because there's some interesting recipes on there to do with corn, corn flour, dry corn, that kind of thing. So I'll investigate those on a private save just to make sure that the recipe's not like ridiculous. Needs like eggs and milk and butter and sugar and all that stuff, because we are not doing dairy farm. We're doing beef cows, so there'll be no milk to come. Right, let's roll. We'll tip this into the trailer. So there's 15,000 in here. I think it's about 12,000 in the harvester, so start 27, so yeah, about 87,000 litres I think of corn, which is not too bad. So 27, 9, 18. Well, we actually forgetting there was some left in the. We'll work it out now. And so we know we've dropped 60,000 off already. We know that much. $29,246. So we'll have, I think, 89,246 litres. So what we'll do to wind up the stream, we will drop this back, or we'll drop this off up to the corn dryers. I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to buy propane directly from the production facility. 1,000 litres for $3,600. And then I'll try and figure out the fill-in issue with the propane tanks soon. At least we can get the corn drying on the go. Then we need to make a decision. Do we dry the corn, or do we sell the corn? Do we dry and sell the corn? And we can get basically about double the money off if we do that. or do we stick to the plan and we get the turn the corn into cornmeal or corn flour, which sells for like 4 times the price. So let's do that. Let's drop this off up here. Go, go, go. So we'll let that fill in. We'll buy the propane. 1,000 litres, 3,600. So yeah, by my reckoning, it's 20 cycles actually. So probably we'll need to get some more. So 20, it'll do 20 cycles. So it'll cycle through 20,000 litres now of corn. To process through what we've got, we probably need to have closer to, I don't want to buy that. I want to get it's 4,000 litres. 1,000 divided by 50 is 80 cycles, so that will cover 80,000 litres. We probably want to buy one more. Okay, so we've got 5,000 litres. 5,000 litres will do us 100,000 litres of corn. We've got 89,000, so that'll leave us a little bit left. So we will activate that, and that will start storing the dry corn, and then we will transport it over to our grain mill after to make fine corn flour. But that is going to do us for this one, guys. So we will leave everything there. We will sort of have a little tidy up and everything off stream, ready for the next one next week. Until then, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed the stream. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and we will be back here on Sunday night with the convoy. So I hope you can all make it for that. Until then, guys, take care, stay well, and we'll catch you in the next one.